Hi everyone, welcome to Draw What I Want, a channel where I learn how to draw and I share my experience with you all. So thank you so much for being a part of this journey. In today's video, I'm going to be learning how to draw a lily. And I'm going to be using a book by Mark Isler to guide the lesson, to guide the session, and this is actually lesson 14 in the book. If you are learning how to draw as well, and maybe you've got this book, please feel free to follow along or just enjoy watching the video and let me know in the comments section what drew you to this video, if you find anything that's useful from it or beneficial, or you just enjoy watching it as entertainment. All right, lovely. So as always, I've got my sketchbook here, a pencil, sharpener and eraser. So let me just open up the sketchbook. So I'm going to be using this page here. Let me just move a few things away. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, so what I do during my learning lessons is I basically just read the instructions from the book and I follow a step-by-step guide on how to draw the picture. I haven't tried drawing this in advance, so literally you are going to be watching my first try attempt. And you know, whatever mistakes I make, whatever improvements I make along the way, applying the techniques to the paper, I will be documenting it all, and you will be seeing it, everything in real time, basically. So, but if you would like to have a look at my previous videos, I would highly encourage you. Obviously, this book, I'm already kind of halfway through, and as I say, this is lesson 14. So there are 13 previous lessons that I've applied, and they're all in my sketchbook here. So you can have a look what I've drawn, what I've learned to draw previously. All right, anyway, before I start getting into the chatting mode, let's just get into it, right? So. Okay, so let's go for it. So today, as a reward to yourself for doing such a wonderful job of drawing difficult houses, enjoy drawing these flowing, graceful lilies. And I'm glad the artist is saying this, because he is right. For me, as a beginner artist, when I was doing the lessons to be drawing like different houses, because it's all like just lines and everything like that, this is really, really joyful for me to read that now we're going to be learning to draw different curves and things like that. So something a little bit more like beautiful, as I think, unless you're an architect and you just enjoy houses. But anyway, this lesson will highlight a simple yet important line, the S curve. After you finish this lesson, I want you to take a walk around your home or wherever you happen to be. I want you to carry your sketchbook and write down, sketch 6 objects that have S curves in them. Tree trunks, window drapes, flower stems, a baby's ear, a cat's tail. You will be surprised how easy they are to spot once you open your artist's eye. This exercise will help you become aware of how important S lines are to our aesthetic world. And it's funny that he is saying about the S, because when I started my learning journey, approximately 3 months ago, I was practicing to draw like curves and everything like that. So yeah, it's interesting to find out now that the artist of the book is actually referring to this, and it's becoming useful to draw a real life object. But I'm just kind of having a look around to see if there are any S objects that I can find. To be honest, there are no objects that I'm seeing straight away, but what I'm seeing is just like round things. Anyway, maybe, you know, as you are following me today on this video, maybe I will encourage you to take the artist's advice and walk around wherever you are and see how many S-curves you can spot, and maybe just drop it in the comments. Let's open each other's artist eyes, right? Okay. So let's begin with drawing the lily. Begin the first lily. By the way, guys, if you wouldn't mind telling me in the comments section, do you think I'm talking too fast? Because obviously I realize that I've got an accent and everything. Please do let me know if I'm talking a little bit too fast and if you can understand me, okay? I would really appreciate that. So begin the first lily with a graceful S-curve. S-curve. Well, to be honest, when I'm looking at his S-curve, it's not very S-curve. If you wouldn't say that it's an S-curve, I wouldn't even realize. It's not very wavy, but let's do it. So that's my S-curve. Okay. Tuck another small S-curve behind the first one. Excuse me, dropping things there. Like that. Okay, transferring what you learned from drawing all those foreshortened cylinders in the earlier lesson. Draw an open foreshortened circle to create a petal. So he's talking about this bit. It's like a little mushroom head. That's what it looks like. Okay, so that's that. Going to move this bit away. Okay, now draw the pointed lip of the petal. Draw the bell of the flower by tapering this. Okay, there is quite a lot going on now. Let's just draw the lip of the petal. So I think he's referring to this. So I think like that, and then I think we'll need to raise that a little bit there. Let me just try that again. Like that. Yeah, that's better. So this is what we're doing. Draw the bell of the flower by tapering the sides down. Draw the bell of the flower by tapering the sides down. I think he's talking about this. So we're basically going like that. Right. Tapering is another one of those very important ideas that you will start to notice everywhere now that you are aware of it. Your child's arm tapers from the shoulder to the elbow and from the elbow to the wrist. A tree trunk tapers from its base to its branches. Your goldfish fins, yeah, your living room furniture, that martini glass in your hand all consist of tapered lines. Okay. Draw the curved bottom of the bell. Draw the curved, what's it talking about? Draw the curved bottom of the bell. Here we're using the concept of contour. Curving contour lines define the shape and give it volume. Contour lines will be described in greater detail in the next chapter. The near part of the bell is curved lower on the paper. Draw the seed pot in the center of the bell. Okay, so I think what we're doing is I think it's like this. It is like this, but with his one, it's a little bit wider. Mine is a little bit thinner. I'll leave it like this for now. And then maybe if I draw another one, I can always try like making it a little bit wider. And then we're doing this seed thing here. This seed part in the center of the bell. So, like that. Okay, that's nice. It is exciting to be drawing Lily, I'm not going to lie to you guys. The same as it was exciting to learn how to draw the rose. Have you ever drawn a Lily? Please do put it in the comments section just to let me know if you have, and how did you find it? Did you learn to draw it yourself, or did you follow any guidance? Okay, and then, so draw more as curves to create the tops of the leaves. Okay. So look, we've got the stamp thingy there. Like that. I think here's a little bit in. I do like drawing curves. It's quite enjoyable. More than just normal lines, I think. What about you guys? What do you prefer to draw? Do you prefer to draw houses, or do you prefer to draw like wavy objects, like sphere based? Okay, so we've done that, and then look. Draw the bottom of the leaves with slightly more exaggerated S-curves. Notice how I use the bit of curl from the rose lesson to tug the tip of the leaves behind. Determine the placement of your light source and darken the nook and cranny shadows. This is the moment when the drawing really pops off the page in the third dimension. Okay. That's not really. I think it's gonna be like that. There is something not that right. I think this leaf would need to be a little bit like, wait, like that, and then go in like that, and then, well, we'll leave it like that for now. Just show you, this is what we're doing. And then, so we'll just do the shadowing. The shadows. So we'll do it a little bit like that. Like that. Yeah, that's that. So that's it then, really. What else is there? So this is what he's got there. And I do like the little techniques that really make the picture like look 3D, I guess. Really, really quickly, but very in a simple way. You know, like just by drawing this line here and this line here, it looks like the leaf is 3D, and then just by drawing the little shadows, it also makes it stand out so much more. I do like learning about this. Okay, so to complete the shading, use your blending stump to gradually blend the shading from dark to light across the curved, smooth surface of the flower. So it's just about shading, but I'm not going to be using my finger or anything like that. Usually what I use is I use a cotton bud with the piece of toilet paper around it. I found this quite effective. Yeah, so this is really nice. So this is actually really simple. Well, I say simple. It was simple, just following the steps and the guidance. If you were to tell me right now, draw a lily, I would not remember what to do whatsoever. So maybe I will try and draw another one here, just to kind of solidify the knowledge a little bit. But over here, look, add a few more lilies to create a delightful bouquet. Scan your drawing of these lilies and email the flowers to all your friends. Lol. Okay, so let's draw one on this side because we've got 17. We're at 17 minutes, and I feel like I've got some energy to do another one. So let's try and remember. What did we do? So if we'll just look at the picture for guidance first without reading. So look, we've started with an S, and then we drew another one here, like that. And then we drew this for shorthand. It's like a mushroom hat, that's what I'm saying it. And then we're doing that. And then we're doing that. Actually, that needs to be kind of like that. So we'll just leave it as that for now. And then we've got that, this thingy there. The tip. Just looks like a smiley thingy. So that's that. And then yeah, look. Like that. And then if we just... So there won't be any... Well, there'll be space to do one leaf maybe. So that's that. I think... Fine, believe there's that. And then, yeah. Mm-hmm. I've got a little bit of room there. And then we'll just do this thing is there. Yeah, obviously that one's a lot prettier. Well, let me just try and do it one more time, but maybe just a small one. So I just want to remember how we did it. So like that. Like that. And then this one, how does it do it? So it's very, very... It's more like that. Gracefully, he said. To draw it gracefully. Like that. Like, careful, not to rush it. You know, it's a lily, it's a beautiful flower. We really want to make it beautiful. And then, like that. So this thing is... And then this thing is like that. Yeah, I actually like it when it's a lot kind of goes in rather than too wide. I think my first one was the best one. But like that. Well, that's... Something like that, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's more like in. Lovely. I think that's it. After doing a few more, I will get used to it. But that was lovely. I really enjoyed it. How did you get on, guys? If you did follow along, did you enjoy doing it? As in, like, drawing the lilies? Did you find it challenging? Put in the comments. If you are learning to draw as well, I would really love to read your experiences as well, how you're finding it. If you can share some tips, advice, it would be really great. So build a community of beginner artists so that we can progress together and share our experiences of the journey together. But yeah, so this is the lily. This is the lily. I thought that was really nice. I'm just gonna put it here. The lily. And then, so for the next video, because usually when I do a learning video, the next video will be a practice one. So I think in that practice one, I mean, I don't know, maybe I can change my mind when I actually do the video, but for the time being, I think it would be good to practice drawing like multiple flowers together. But I enjoyed learning how to draw the lily, probably more than the houses. I'm just looking what else is the challenges. Yeah. And doing the shadowings and everything. So yeah, I think that's what I will do. So please feel free to join me in the next video where we, just simply practice drawing the lilies, just to even solidify it, the knowledge that we've picked up today even better. And then we'll do the challenge of something, I don't know yet of what. But guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found it useful in any way. If you have, please do let me know what is it that what is it that useful that you found from this video in the comment section, and maybe please like the video, subscribe to the channel just to follow the progress of my drawing journey. And also, if you're learning to draw as well, we can share the tips of our journey together. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye everyone, take care.